The starter went out, long story short, and the reason the starter went out is because up here, there's your ground, and then there is the power. The power cord, unfortunately, has a bolt that rusted off, it looks like, I don't know how, and it arced. Therefore, the starter was just whirring and just making a spinning noise, and then I couldn't start. 14mm bolts, there's two of them. There's one right here and one on the opposite side, and that's where it gets tricky, because technically you can take off the intercooler on the top if you have a top mount and get to the bolt that way, but I'm gonna try to reach for it over here just because it would make it easier. And then once you get that all off, those two bolts, it should come off. So you want to take off your ground, you want to take off your 10mm bolt that's up there as well, but that is already off, as you can see right there. And then we're gonna try to finagle our way out of here. So we can get that, there we go. Because you have to get past your front axle here, and you have to get past the power steering, but there's enough room to fill it through here. So I wanna try to get it there. All right, guys, after about a half an hour to 45 minutes later, I went to AutoZone and I got the wrong thing, but I got the right thing. And the whole reason is because I didn't get the manual version. I got the automatic CTV version, which is a pain in the ass to see that it's $200, but that's because their starters go out way faster than the manuals. So you're gonna be at the mercy of paying for a remanufactured starter. And the reason I say that is because Subaru will sell you the brand new one for them, but it was a week out for one, it was special order for two, and it was about $430, give or take. This, remanufactured, guaranteed for life of the part, change it out, never have to pay again, was $390 after taxes. Cheaper, guaranteed for life, why not? No-brainer win right there for you. So the reason the starter doesn't fit, by the way, is because the diameter for the Subaru CTV automatic is bigger. This is smaller. The starter for the CTV automatic is bigger. That's one thing. And the manual transmission is longer. So there's a couple things you can't. So you couldn't just bore it out and use it. It wouldn't do it. So please do not try to do that. Talk to Subaru as well. They do not sell these. No one sells these to be rebuilt because you technically save yourself money and just change this. So you're kind of at the mercy, right? There's nothing we can do. So why not go with a lifetime rebuild, and that's guaranteed for the life of your car. We're already 100,000 miles plus, and the reason we're even here is because of this damn thing right here. Look at this. This sheared off. So please pay attention. This is 7.4 pounds of torque. Let's put this all back together and we'll get it wrapped up. Back into the car again, and we wanted to point out some things before reassembling. Your two bolts, okay, are gonna matter. You have the bottom and your top, obviously, that are diagonally across from one another. If you didn't take care of your intercooler, like I mentioned in the beginning, you just gotta feel for the hole. But the thing is gonna make it a little complicated, and I have confidence you can do it, because I'm about to do it, is you have to make sure that this sets on the block like that, but on the up top. I guess, I don't know how to say it, but that has to go up there. So that's going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt, but you can do it all together. You can put the bolt in first and then slide it in. But the big part that's going to matter is you want to make sure that your two bolts, let me get them real quick, two bolts, okay, are different sizes. You have the top bolt that's the biggest, longest, and the bottom bolt is the shortest. So make sure these are going to be 36.9 pounds of torque. On top of that, you want to make sure that you include the washer that comes on the positive terminal. And then as far as the negative just clicks in. Boop. I did not mention this at the beginning. Always remove your battery before you start working your car. That's just safety rule and prevent you from burning down your car if it really came down to it. Anyway, so yeah, that's all you need to do. We need to put these bolts on, and then we're done. We're gonna drop her down, start her up, listen to how she starts. Chugga 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 choo choo. Everything's gonna be all right. No, that wasn't bad. It's actually super simple. The only thing that really hurts is your wallet because of the fact that it's $400. Hopefully that price goes down by the time, you know, y'all have to change your starter. But if you have to because of what I had, or your starter goes out, which really doesn't sound like it should, the starter technically is fine. That's what kills me. I can easily replace that little bolt, but why risk it? Let's just go ahead and have a safe peace of mind. I'm not a fan of remanufactured just because, In the IT world that I work in, remanufactured electronics scare me because you don't know who's really remanufacturing and certifying and all that stuff. But this says 3 times tested and blah blah blah. AutoZone takes care of you. They're everywhere, so it's kind of like a low risk, right? Other than that, I think that's all I want to talk about. I have another thing that I want to talk about with the car that's a real pain in the ass. It took us months, and I'm hopefully to get that edited. That's a lot of editing to do just because how involved it was. You know, I would say it's not as bad as the clutch, but it's just as bad as a clutch. But I digress on that, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, I love giving these little bits. I love teaching you guys how to work on your cars and just giving you guys that insight of, you know, what to do, what you need to look out for, and so on and so forth. But I'm hot, I'm sweaty. I need to get this off the ground. Need to get this started, make sure that everything's good and it sounds okay. So other than that, guys, thanks for watching. And remember, dreams are not simple. Take care, guys. Late.